Var had spent years traveling the galaxy, salvaging ships and exploring abandoned stations. But nothing in his experience prepared him for what he would find on the edge of the Lyra Nebula. A faint signal had led him to a derelict cargo vessel, drifting silently among the stars. The ship's hull was battered, its lights flickering. It seemed empty, yet the airlock was unlocked, as if inviting him inside. Curiosity outweighed caution. Torrance stepped through the airlock, his boots echoing on the metal floor. The corridors were dark, filled with the metallic scent of decay. Every instinct screamed danger, but something else, an almost magnetic pull, drew him forward. He rounded a corner and froze. There, huddled in the shadows, was a figure unlike any he had ever seen. Her skin shimmered faintly under the dim lights, a pale iridescent glow that hinted at something not quite human. She looked fragile, trembling, yet there was a strength in her eyes that sent a shiver down his spine. Torrance took a cautious step closer. "Are you alive?" he asked, his voice echoing. She looked up, her large, alien eyes locking onto his. Then, in a voice softer than a whisper yet sharper than any command, she spoke, "I can make you happier than any human woman ever could." The words hung in the air. Torrance's heart raced. He had heard countless legends of alien seduction, of beings with powers far beyond human comprehension. But this felt different. Real. Personal. "Why are you here?" he asked, trying to steady his voice. She hesitated, glancing toward a sealed chamber deeper in the ship. "I was hiding," she admitted. They wanted to use me. I escaped, but I am alone." Torrance's gaze followed hers. The chamber door was marked with strange symbols, glowing faintly. He didn't understand them, but the warning was clear. Whoever or whatever she had been hiding from was powerful. Dangerous. Despite the danger, Torrance felt an urge to protect her. He stepped closer, offering his hand. "You're safe now. I'll help you." She studied his hand, then slowly placed hers in his. The moment their fingers touched, a warmth surged through him, not just physical but emotional, a connection that seemed to bypass words, bypass thought. I've never felt this before," Torrance whispered. Her lips curved into a faint, almost shy smile. "Few humans do," she replied. "I have abilities, things you cannot imagine. I can sense what you need, what you desire." "I can," she trailed off, then whispered, "I can make your life complete." Torrance felt a shiver of fear and exhilaration. "But why tell me this? Why now?" Her eyes glistened. "Because I trust you. And because you saved me." The sound of a distant rumble echoed through the ship. Torrance stiffened. "You're not the only one here, are you?" She shook her head, her glow dimming slightly. "They will find me. If they do, I cannot survive. We must leave. Now." Torrance grabbed his bag and the small toolkit he always carried. "Then we leave. Together." As they moved through the corridors, shadows flickered on the walls. Machines long dead hummed faintly, reacting to her presence. She whispered instructions, guiding him through hidden passages and maintenance tunnels. Every step seemed calculated, as if she knew the ship better than he did. Finally, they reached the hangar. A small shuttle sat waiting, almost perfectly intact. Torrance breathed a sigh of relief. "We're getting out of here." But just as they reached the hatch, alarms blared. Red lights flashed. Automatic turrets whirred to life. "They found us," she said, panic rising in her voice. Torrance grabbed a blaster from his belt. "Then we fight." The first wave of drones entered the hangar. Torrance fired, taking down one after another, but there were too many. Bullets weren't enough. She stepped forward, her hands raised. Energy pulsed from her palms, a bright, radiant force that threw the drones aside as if they were nothing. Torrance watched, awestruck, as she moved with precision and power, her glow illuminating the hangar. When the last drone fell, she turned to him. "We have to leave. Now." They climbed into the shuttle. Torrance set the coordinates for the nearest safe station, but the engine sputtered. The ship was old, barely functioning. "I can help," she said. Her hands hovered over the control panel. Lights danced beneath her touch, systems whirring to life. Within moments, the shuttle's engines roared. Torrance stared, disbelief etched on his face. You did that?" he asked. She nodded. "And there is more I can do, for you." The journey through space was tense. Torrance kept glancing at her, trying to understand her abilities, her intentions, and the strange pull he felt toward her. Every so often, she would smile faintly, as if reading his thoughts, soothing him without words. Finally, they reached the safe station. Torrance guided the shuttle to a hidden docking bay. The station was abandoned, a relic of a war-long past, but it was perfect for hiding. As they stepped out, she turned to him. "You have been kind," she said. "Few humans are. I want to stay with you. To protect you. To make your life better than you ever imagined." Torrance felt his heart race. He had known loneliness, danger, and betrayal. He had faced death more times than he cared to count. And yet, here was something offering him trust, companionship, even happiness. "I don't know what to say," he admitted. "I've never felt this way before." "You don't need to say anything," she whispered, stepping closer. "Just feel." And so he did. For the first time in his life, Torrance allowed himself to believe in something beyond survival. Something beyond duty. Something beyond fear. Days turned into weeks. She taught him things about the universe, about her species, and about emotions he had never fully understood. Every day was a discovery, a challenge, and a joy. But danger was never far behind. The ones who had hunted her were relentless. Messages from the Lyra Nebula patrols warned of a bounty on them. Torrance knew they could not hide forever. Yet, every time fear threatened to take hold, she was there. Her presence calmed him, her touch healed him, her whispers reminded him that happiness was possible. One night, as they floated above a serene blue planet, Torrance turned to her. "Why me?" "Because you saw me," she replied simply. "Truly saw me. And because you chose to help, when most would have left me to die." Torrance's heart swelled. He realized then that she was more than an alien with strange powers. She was a partner, a companion, a force that could challenge him, love him, and change him forever. "I don't know what the future holds," he said softly. "But I want to face it, with you." Her smile was radiant, almost blinding in its sincerity. "Then we will," she said. "Together." And in that quiet moment, drifting among the stars, Torrance understood what she had meant when she whispered, "I can make you happier than any human woman ever could." Because happiness, he realized, was not about perfect lives or endless pleasures. It was about trust, connection, courage, and the willingness to take a chance on someone, even when the universe itself seemed determined to tear you apart. As the shuttle glided into the unknown, Torrance felt a hope he had never known. And for the first time in his life, he truly believed that he could be happy more than he had ever dreamed because she was with him. And the galaxy, vast and merciless, suddenly felt a little less lonely.